We're in Martakert, and as you all know, this year the telethon is dedicated to the regional development of Martakert. And we've chosen Martakert, I think, to begin with because it's had such a difficult road to reconstruction, to rebuilding of itself due to the war. What happened basically during the war is that we had a lot of refugees leave Martakert because it became occupied by the Azeri forces. And then we had Armenians come back into, Qarabağis come back into Martakert, and we also had an exchange of hands once again. So finally we had a huge, tens of thousands of refugees leave and come back and try to relocate themselves and rebuild Qarabağ. As you all know, this year we're focusing on regional development, and basically what that means is we're focusing on building the totality of Martakert. We'll be focusing on healthcare, water and sanitation, shelter, schools, and agriculture. So we're standing now in front of the regional hospital of Martakert. It's the regional medical center, and it has both the polyclinic, the maternity, as well as the inpatient services. If anybody needs services in Martakert, the actual city, they would come here for any sort of services. If you need any inpatient services throughout the entire region of Martakert from the villages, you would be referred here to the Martakert Regional Hospital. This is the main entrance to the hospital. If you would come here for any sort of urgent care, emergency care, or even elective care, this is the main entrance where you would enter from. From here, you would be triaged and then basically sent over to showering facilities before you're sent to the different departments throughout the hospital. You have to realize that a lot of people that actually come and use this hospital are coming from villages, and they actually haven't showered or bathed for maybe days. So they would actually shower and bathe them here and then send them up to their stationary inpatient units. So one of the most active departments in the hospital is the infectious disease department. And basically I want to show you one of the rooms that they have here. As you can see, the department itself is in terrible circumstances, and it's important to realize that Qarabağ does have a lot of infectious diseases. Therefore they do have no other way to isolate these patients except actually physically removing them and putting them in a separate ward. Here's a patient room. They usually have up to 4 patients per room. As you can see, it's not in any situation to put any sort of patient in here. And they would use this for either adults and children. This is the room that has everything that you would use in this department. Basically all of the pharmaceuticals, equipment, this is clean storage, dirty utilities, everything. This is it. This is all they have for the infectious disease department. This is the medicine ward. Basically, the hospital consists of surgery, medicine, and the infectious disease unit, as we saw downstairs. If you would come here for anything other than a surgery, you would use this ward. Each room in this ward has basically 4 to 6 patient beds within them, and there's only one restroom for the entire department. I'm entering the operation block, and basically I just walked through what is supposed to serve as the sterile core. As you can see, the operating room itself, there's no way to sterilize it. There's open windows. You can tell that the equipment is extremely old. There's only one operating room, and this is it for the entire Martakert region. This is the central sterilization room for the operation block. As you can tell, just looking at the room, there's no way to even sterilize anything. I mean, look at the room itself. We have really old equipment. And basically, this is what they do. They take the scrubs out and they just wash it and then hang it out. And this is the only sterilization technique they have right now for anything here in the operation room. We just took a small glimpse into the Martakert Regional Hospital, and I think it's really important to realize that what we're trying to do for the healthcare sector is to truly build regionally. What we're going to do is do the inpatient services, and we're going to bring in emergency ambulance transport care. This facility serves all of Martakert. It serves over 50 villages, and it's important to be able to have transport services to bring patients in, as well as to be able to provide emergency services on site to the villages. Basically, at this point, I'm sure once you see this footage, you'll find it in your heart to donate, and donate now.